All right, I want to talk about a game that I've had since I was a kid, and this is Lost World. These books are dated from 1984 to 1987. And so the two I'm going to use are these two. So I'm going to take these out of the way because this one, basically, I don't think we'll ever lose. We'll look at these two that are going to be pretty even and find out how to play this kind of interesting little combat book game. So let's pretend the Wraith and the Unicorn are going to battle each other, and you're just going to be the Wraith, let's say. So what you do is you open it up, and inside you have this card that has your maneuvers on it. And yes, I did color this when I was a kid, so it's normally black and white. This, actually, you don't keep. You give it to your opponent because they need to look at and see what they're doing to you. So see, like you're jumping back, or, oop, they hit you. So it's like their sword, even though they don't have one. But that's showing what they are doing to you, or through their eyes, this is what they see. So you hand that to the opponent. So the Unicorn player is going to do the same thing. They have a card, and they give you the Unicorn book to look at. Now what you're going to do is both of you are going to turn to page 57. That's the starting page. And it's basically odd, even. So 51, 52, 53, 54, and so forth until you get to 57. So this is what the Unicorn's doing, that player over there. I am, or you are, or whoever's playing the Wraith, is at extended range blocking. Now, I'm going to flip this around so it's a little easier to see what's going on here. All right, so what you're going to do is you're at extended range, so you can do extended range maneuvers, which are the X's and these down here. And we're just going to keep it simple for this example, this demo here. So we're going to say this one's going to do a downward swing, which is a bash. So this says 50 since it's extended range. Normally it would be 36, so 50. So you turn in your book to page 50 and you wait. You don't tell them 50, you just wait. Now this player, the Unicorn player, is deciding what they're going to do, and they're going to do stomp, which is go to 64. So it's a different page. And they go to page 64. Now you're going to tell each other what page you're on. So this one's on 50. So on 64, this player is going to look up 50 and end up at 7. And this is what happened. Oh. Yeah, he hit the Wraith. That Unicorn player is like, yeah, I hit the Wraith. All right, so he's on 64. So he's on 50. We go to 64. He's going to end up at 19. So going to 19. There it is. Oh, but he got off balance and got a score of 0, though. That's 0 points of damage. Now, you do have hit points up here. This one has 25. And this one has 8. Well, you say, well, that doesn't seem fair. Well, this one has a way of healing. So he can take away hit points from the Unicorn and put them back to him to heal up. So he may actually have more than 8. So the Wraith here took 3, so it's down to 5. But you also have to look at the maneuver they did, which adds 3. So the Wraith has taken 6 damage. It's got 2 hit points left. This one took 0, but the maneuver adds 3, so the Unicorn takes 3. Now what you do is you have to read, if you both survive, you have to read to your opponent what this says. This says, you can only do jumps next turn. So Mr. Wraith, you can only do jumps, which are right here. The Unicorn player can only do green or yellow next turn. So he's basically limited to down here. So then you go, well, the Wraith is going to dodge. Now, it's not extended range anymore. Didn't say extended on there. So it's going to be 8. So he's going to turn to page 8 and wait for the opponent because he needs to know what page they're going to. Just to keep it simple, we're going to do a rear. So 18. So now they're going to look 18 on here, which puts them to 37. Yep, he's rearing. And he's going to look on 8. and go to 33. And he's dodging. So they both kind of just moved away from each other. Now nobody's dead or anything like that, so tell opponent, add +2 to any down or side swing that scores next turn. Spend 1 body point to remain on this plane of existence, otherwise escape. And there's some special things with the Wraith. Okay, so he's down to 1 hit point. This one, tell opponent, do no blue next turn, and so forth. You just keep going back and forth that way. It's really simple. Turn, the maneuver you do, turn to that page. The page number the opponent tells you, so if they say 20, you end up on 29. That's what happened. It's that simple. Now, how you get out of the game is some things have like escape or something like that. But if you're taking a 0 hit points, you're put unconscious. If you're taking a -5 or less, like -6, -7, you actually die. Now, there are some special things in here about how you improve your character, maybe get some experience points or something. I think we used to do that. That's why it's all penciled up there. And there's a way to do multiplayer, like taking on the Drake here, which he does a lot of damage. And there's a gargoyle I have, and he's got his own special abilities. So each one's a little different, and they came out with many of these different books, but it's really simple. Some are really powerful, like this one. Some are a little more weaker. This one has, like, if it charms you, the game's over. So it does have like that. And then this one doesn't have as many hit points, but it has a way to heal by damaging others. And that's pretty much how you play Lost Worlds. Again, just to be sure, whatever maneuver you do, go to that page, and whatever the page number opponent tells you, correspond that on that page. So 40, just for one more time, just so it's not too confusing. So I'm going to go to 40 because I'm doing what that says. And my opponent says 32. So I'm going to look up 32 and go to page 9, and this is what happened. Where is 9? There we go. And he's thrusting his horn at me. So that's it.